This video does not intend to insult or hurt the feelings of Muslims, but its purpose is to show that apostates are human who have feelings and must be given the right to express themselves against their former religion without fear of facing persecution or harm. Solomon Wilder, quoting Walt Whitman, Song of Myself, you shall no longer take things at second or third hand, not look through the eyes of the dead, nor feed on the specters in books. You shall not look through my eyes either, nor take things from me. You shall listen to all sides, and filter them from yourself. Move ye with honors. Just when you think you know something, you have to look at in another way, even though it may seem silly or wrong. You must try. Now, we all have a great need for acceptance, but you must trust that your beliefs are unique, your own, even though others may think them odd or unpopular. Even though the herd may go, that's bad. Robert Frost said, 2 roads diverged in the wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. This is a battle, a war, and the casualties could be your hearts and souls. Greetings, everyone. This is me again, Zahra Jawad. So this is the second part now on my talk on change of apostasy law in Islam. I'm going to start with the Quran ayat Surah Baqarah 214. So here we go. Where are my notes? Okay, so Surah Baqarah ayat 214. Please, if you can open your Qurans to Surah Baqarah ayat 214. Or do you think that you will enter paradise while such trial has not yet come to you, as came to those who passed on before you? They were touched by poverty and hardship, and were shaken until even their messenger, those who believed with him said, when is the help of Allah? Unquestionably, the help of Allah is near. So this part right from after the live stream explanation, this part. Until even their messenger and those who believed with them said, when is the help of Allah? I've been contemplating on this. So here it is. Until, oops, what's happened to this now? It's grown. Okay, just a minute, something's happened to this. Okay, I'll try this one. Doesn't work here. So, oh God. Until even the messenger. Why does this happen? Okay, maybe I should. Sorry about this. So do you see this until? Doesn't work. Until even their messenger.
So on this, the Shia's multilingual Quran don't mention this, that the messenger even said, when is the help of Allah? Like, when is the help of Allah coming? When is the help of Allah here, right? Hope you can see this. So from Multilingual Quran, I took the Puyali commentary, Shia website. This verse is reported to have been revealed at the time of the Battle of Khandaq, when the restless Muslims kept on asking, when comes Allah's help? Not only the restless Muslims, but this ayat says, even the messenger, right? Until even the messenger said with the believers, when is the help of Allah? And then the answer came, unquestionably, the help of Allah is near. Now, there are some ayats I looked at just a little bit on this because I was contemplating a little bit, and read this whole thing which says, everyone among them was hiding his head lest the Messenger of Allah might command him to accept the challenge. So the Prophet here in the war was the general and wouldn't fight. The Shia's commentary misses out also that the messenger also said, when will the help of Allah come? Meaning, because they relied more. So I read all this, total disbelief. Then Imam Ali was called, and he came, and he won this battle. So I asked, I think for you to read this, it would be better, like contemplate on this. And the Sunni Muslim side, I'll just go there in Wikipedia a little later. So after explaining this, you can see that the Shia side says that Imam Ali came, but no mention of the messenger saying, when is the help of Allah? No mention of that here in the commentary. Only that the restless Muslims kept on asking, when comes Allah's help? Whereas this ayat says also, with the believers, the messenger here says, when is the help of Allah? Meaning what here they were saying, when comes Allah's help? When comes Allah's help? So now here I feel the Shias have won against the Sunnis, and this time I'm going to win over, I'm going to win over my Shias. And it's very shocking. It was very depressing. I went to sleep after contemplating, and I couldn't contemplate very far, couldn't read much. Didn't want to read about Khandak through the Sunni side Wikipedia, check Wikipedia. So, sorry, Sunni Shias, if you think you've worked it out, be ready for a great shock here. The thing comes into shirk then, doesn't it? Because, and how Imam Ali is the help of Allah here, where even the messenger cannot do anything. No one wants to fight here. And what happened? So you're going to tell me, some of you will comment later perhaps, like you have, or in my on my previous live streams, that I have low comprehension, or I have, well, you did not read Khandak. Well, I think the ayats are enough for me, but where it's absolutely necessary, yes, I need to see the commentary, so I see the commentary and share it with you. Now you say that I did not read Khandak, and I didn't have the heart to read the whole Khandak on Wikipedia. But this is about the Madinans, right? Jewish Madinans, where even the Makkans came, I think Paul C.S. came to help them. We're going to read about this later on Wikipedia, Khandak. Yes, you're right, I didn't go through it, but you feel you have worked it out. If you're going to criticize me like this. And doesn't this come into shirk that Imam Ali was the help of Allah? And even the messenger is saying here, and conveniently or something, the Shias somehow have not mentioned the messenger being restless too. When is the help of Allah coming? Saying, when comes Allah's help? When comes Allah's help? Huh? Here. It didn't go like this before. I checked. Why is it doing this to me now? So maybe because it's on that. Okay, if it goes like this, even the messenger. So the Shia say that, okay, this will take a long time, like this. Okay, the Shia say, when comes Allah's help? The restless Muslims kept on asking. In the battle of Khandak. And so, even the messenger here, do you see this? Even the messenger here says, when will come the help of Allah? But the Shias don't mention this. And again, I felt very, very betrayed. And very shocking. It was very depressing. Then I was searching for something. Ali's face, to look at Ali's face as ibadah, worship. And on Quora, again, the non-Shia Muslims saying, why do they abuse, meaning talk crudely? This problem is going on. Here. Why do the Shias abuse the Sahabas and all this? Why can't they accept Abu Bakr and Umar bin Abu Bakr was better than Imam Ali, so that's why he was the first caliph. Right, so it was really sad to see that on Quora. The reason why I was searching for all this is because Imam Ali faced that in the Sunni hadith, the hadith, to look at Imam Ali's face is ibadah. I think I'm going to open my other note. This is too much. So, because of this khandak here in this ayat, hope you've guessed it by now. And I just had a headache, very bad, sick headache, throwing up. I needed to rest today, but I can't rest. So I'm going to be really, really slow and terrible. What I'm going to do is, okay, I'm going to show you here. looking at the face of Ali. So you see, where's Korah now? Now, looking at the face of Ali is Ibadah. Now there's no Korah here. Okay, Sunni Hadith. No, wait a minute. If I put here Sunni Hadith, you see all this going on between Sunni. And I'm a bit low. I think you can make out from my voice and slow. So now, where's here it is, Korah, in the authentic hadith narrated. Maybe al-Bukhari, I don't know, I couldn't find it. Ali ibn Abu Talib. So if you go inside here, you will see a Sunni saying or some non-Shia Muslim saying, why do Shias abuse? Meaning, talk rudely. That's what he said about, we don't abuse or anything, the Shias. So my conditioning came out and I started to feel really bad, for the Shias again. And I said, okay, let my conditioning go down. It came back. You know how it is with me. Going back to my religion all the time emotionally. But this thing, I'm really sorry, Shias. I know it's shocking. Yesterday I was thinking as I had the headache. No, before I had the headache, day before yesterday when I slept, that maybe someone could have a heart attack. Someone could be in a shock, a Shia. Because you see, so deeply we were taken into Imam Hussein's tragedy and what we were told, Bibi Zainab and Imam Sajjad. So if there was any another way to give this to you, I would have shown it, given it to you. But I can't. So I'm really sorry. And then there are those apostates who have been killed and penalty, death penalty. Perhaps in Iran there's on hijab if you don't wear it properly. Human rights violations there so much. I can't do anything. And they say the West perhaps are, they are creating this kind of a thing. They even brought Khomeini and all this, God knows. Just hearsay. So trying to find my other glass, I can't find it. Let's see how many people are going to join me here. My voice is a little faint because, the headache took a lot of energy away from me. Okay, so when I can't see, I can't think properly. So this is a very close, the glasses I've got on. So you see all this, the split and all this. And our Shias feel that we have worked it out. And this is why the Shias, for this surah, where is it? This is why the Shias, they don't say it. You see, we were never told this. But that 214, going to where did I go now? 214. This is why the Shias, they say Ali, 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 Ali. So much, worshipping. No, he's the help of Allah. Because even the messenger couldn't do anything at that time, but call Ali, because Ali is his helper. Ali is the one God chose for to help Prophet Muhammad even. And we say even Jesus Christ, he helped. So Ali is the chosen one, helper. So when even Prophet Muhammad couldn't do anything, but they don't mention it here. They don't put it like directly in words. Now do you get it? What the Shias, why the Shias say Ali, call Ali, Allah, Allah's help. will come. Call Allah, Ali's help will come. Something like this, in our mankabats, praise of Ali. See the praise of Ali. So the Shias didn't put it here in the commentary section that it was the Prophet Muhammad also cried out. I mean, said or cried out. Anyway, so whatever the translation is, the proper translation would be said. And those of faith, when will come the help of Allah? And then, verily the help of Allah is always near. So it's not only the Muslims, my Shias, it's not only the Muslim believers at that time at the Battle of Khandaq. And Mu'mineen, Mu'minat, embrace yourselves, right? So this is very shocking. I felt this Shias had won. They're right. You have to. It's Ali is God's help. But the Sunnis don't give it like this. They avoid this. And what the Shias here avoid is saying that Rasulullah said that when is the help of Allah? Before saying, verily the help of Allah is always near. Do you see this? So if you can see this, or if it's fuzzy for you, out of focus right now on live stream, you can open the multilingual Quran and then, tick mark Puya, M.A. Ali, English commentary. Any translation of this ayat you want, Yusuf Ali, Shakir, and Pictel are there on the left side up. Right? Far up left side on this website. And then press on the display with the ayat, the 2, Surah Baqarah ayat. It's showing Surah Fatiha, but it's actually on Surah Baqarah. Oh, so after such a long time, I realized that they missed out saying, only blaming it on the Muslims, but this is how it's come to them, through Ahl al-Bayt and the Imams. And that they missed out mentioning that the Messenger of Allah even said, when will come the help of Allah? It doesn't say that when the Muslims were saying, when will come the help of Allah, then the messenger said, verily the help of Allah is always near. It's not like that. Please have a look at this again. Surah Baqarah ayat 214 on multilingual Quran. And so the Shias missed this messenger part of this ayat and have spoken about how Rasulullah called Ali. And I know what the Shias are going to say, that Rasulullah was the general of the army, so he couldn't fight. But no, wait a minute. However, you do not mention that the messenger of Allah also said, with the believers, when will come the help of Allah? Before saying, verily the help of Allah is always near. Have a good look at the commentary section and at this ayat, which got me quite confused. Like, how can the Shias miss this here also? Like, And if you're going to tell me I didn't read Khandaq, but I just did a smart reading, right? And if you think you have worked it out as a Sunni Muslim, or you have worked it out as a Shia Muslim, I'm sorry, you have not. And I'll show you, both of you are wrong. How? Right? Here in Surah Mumtaha, you'll say, the Prophet was, yes, in the fight, wars, the Prophet made all defensive wars and all this. He never exiled anyone from their land. Well, if he was exiled from Makkah, his own land, birthplace, he exiled the Jewish leaders, some of them, or Jews, from Medina. And that's why Khandak took place. So please read Khandak properly from Wikipedia or from these sources. Even the Sunni sources I had to read. So Shias, right? And if you're going to say Surah Mumtahana, oh, only fight Mumtahana. Now, why did they also have a change of heart, these people? Perhaps Shias, the Muslims, because, you know, he expelled the Jews from their land. He went to their land, imposing his religion on them, where they saw that, no, he's not a true prophet, perhaps. So now I'm going to speak like this. Because history, contemplating on history, what could have happened, and making a, what do you call it? You know, inference, because we're not going to get proper history from the Islamic sources. So reading in between the lines and making inference now. Oh, you have believed, do not take my enemies and your enemies as allies, extending to them affection while they have disbelieved in what came to you of the truth, having driven out the prophet and yourselves only because you believe in Allah, your Lord. So do not fight them until, you know, if they fight you, they expel you and the believers because you say you believe in Allah alone. Never will your relatives benefit you. Now again, this ayat here, and there is not already been for an excellent pattern. So hate them. Our Lord, make us not object of torment for the disbelievers. You have to pray like disbelievers. And forgive us, our Lord. Indeed, this also you have to pray like this. There has certainly been for you and them an excellent pattern for anyone who hopes in Abraham and his people. And perhaps Allah will put between you and those to whom you have been enemies, among them affection. Not they have been enemies. Abraham and his people, like. And Allah does not forbid you from those who do not fight you because of religion and do not expel you from your homes, from being righteous towards them, acting justly toward them. Indeed, Allah loves those who act justly. Right? Surah Mumtahana, ayat 8 and now 9. Allah only forbids you from those who fight you because of religion and expel you from your homes and aid in your expulsion from your homes, forbids that you make allies of them. And whoever makes allies of them, then it is those who are the wrongdoers. Very great. You'll say Surah Mumtahana, it's very, very great. Right? But how to bring out, you see what has happened here? Some people have missed, the experts, Quran experts, religious scholars, even the Shias. They are right in saying that Ali is the help of Allah. Call Allah, Ali will come. Call Ali, Allah will send Ali again. You know, like Ali, Ali, Ali. I think it's like that. Call Ali, Allah's help will come or something. Allah cannot come, but Ali, something like that. Mankabat is there in praise of Ali. So now I'm not looking at the comment sections here. Just, okay, put it in front of me. But it's very fuzzy because it's a very close. I've got glasses on and they're very strong for very near reading. So I'm on this, you see this Surah Mumtahana? Right, very, very good, right? And another ayat says that, okay, this is not about apostasy, but that it says, and had your Lord willed, those on earth would have believed, all of them entirely, then, O Muhammad, would you compel the people in order they become believers? So do not compel the people to become believers. You cannot. 99 of Surah Yunus. Surah Yunus, ayat 99. Do I have to repeat it again? Okay, let me just read another translation. Had your Lord willed, all the people on earth would have believed. So can you, prophet in brackets, you compel people to believe? So don't force people to believe. Whom Allah wills, they will believe. So I'm going to read a little bit of this now. Surah Yunus ayats until the end. And it is not for a soul, i.e., anyone to believe, except by permission of Allah. And He will place defilement upon those who will not use reason. So also remember, keep this in mind. We have to use our reason, not only the miracles that have come to us, but reason. Say, observe what is in the heavens and the earth, but of no avail will be signs or warners to a people who do not believe. So this is for those who do not believe. Leave it on Allah. Don't compel them to believe. Now, 102 ayat. So do they wait except for like what occurred in the days of those who passed on before them? Say then wait. Indeed, I am with you among those who wait. So you will bring this ayat that the Rasulullah was waiting. Surah Baqarah ayat 214. Because he said here, wait, we are also waiting. 103, Yunus, Surah Yunus ayat. Then we will save our messengers and those who have believed. Thus, it is an obligation upon us that we save the believers. So then we will save our messengers. So if you're going to bring this ayat on me for this, okay, I'll just wait. Please keep patience. Say, O Muhammad, now 104. Say, O Muhammad, O people, if you are in doubt as to my religion, then I do not worship those which you worship besides Allah. But I worship Allah, who causes your death. And I have been commanded to be of the believers. So Allah causes your death. But Imam Ali killed the best warrior of theirs, Amr. Amr, right? Khandak, Battle of Khandak. Now, there will be people who say, oh, Ali is God, Most High. Because Ali means Most High. Allah gave him his name. Allah gave him his name, Most High. But I worship Allah who causes your death, and I've been commanded to be of the believers. So Imam Ali is even, he's Amir al-Mu'mineen. Because of that ayat, Surah Baqarah ayat 214, and the commentary that the Shias have given. Because it was Ali who defeated the best of warriors. Sunnis will not give you this in such detail about Khandak, that it was Imam Ali. Okay, 105. And commanded, direct your face toward the religion inclining to truth, and never be of those who associate others with Allah. But now what's the difference? Not much difference between Ali and Allah. Even the messenger said, when will come the help of Allah? And here you're saying associate against the polytheists, you have fallen into a trap. And I've caught you. So had you said to me when I was a Shia that Khandak, Surah Baqarah, even Rasulullah was saying, when is the help of Allah? Oh, okay, the help of Allah is near. Ali came. But before he said, with the Muslims, believers, what happened? What did he say? When is the help of Allah? So no Shia religious scholar is going to explain to you that ayat like that. Because I will point out and say, right? And are they embarrassed here? So after 50 some years, oh my God, I realize that my Shias didn't tell me about this ayat, our Khandak. Oh, that is why we say so much Ali, 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 Ali. Ya Ali Madad, Ismailis. Ya Ali Madad. And you're going, why do Ismailis say Ya Ali Madad, Ya Ali Madad? And why do the Shias also say Ya Ali Madad? Because even the messenger called out to Ali, Imam Ali, Rasulullah. When the messenger himself was saying, when is the help of Allah? And then when Imam Ali came, the help of Allah is near. Not him, Ali, Imam Ali. According to Shia commentary, it's such is the thing. It all makes sense, falls into perspective, but one or two things are missing. One thing is they did not mention the messenger saying, when is the help of Allah? Before he said, unquestionably, the help of Allah is near. Another thing is polytheism comes in. So that's why the Ismailis past succeeded in India to say that Imam Ali is the Kalki, Avatar. Das Avatar. And by the way, okay. So here you see, do not associate anyone with Allah. And if Allah should touch you with adversity, there is no remover of it except Him. No remover of it. Yes. And who's Ali then that removed the distress, the adversity from the believers at that time? He's the chief of the believers. Then makes sense. All makes sense through Shias, right? That ayat. And if we, not all, but this part makes sense. Ali is the one, if you read the Shia commentary in context. And if he intends for you good, then there is no repeller of his bounty. He causes it to reach whom he wills of his servants. And he is the forgiving, the merciful. 108, Surah Yunus ayat. Say, O mankind, the truth has come to you from your Lord. Shias are going to say the only truth we know is Imam Ali. Now, after that, Surah Baqarah, ayat 215, if I hadn't looked at it, examined it closely, I would have said, yeah, Ali, Ali, Ali. Right? Truth is with Ali. The only truth is Ali. After the messenger, after Allah and the messenger. But even the messenger at that time, what ayat? So what do you say, Ali? Then. And even in that help, oh Allah, from yourself send us help. Who came to help? The believers of that time. And even Rasulullah, Ali. Surah Baqarah, ayat 214 commentary. Can't leave that out. If you're Quran only, will you understand what it means? You have to go to the commentary. You have to go to the hadiths or the tafsir to find out what it is. Say, oh mankind, then you cannot blame, because you see, you have to see all the sides, the Sunni side, the Umayyad side, the Shia side, the Wahhabi side, the Salafi side, every side you have to see. So none of you should be biased in this, none of you Muslims who claim to know your religion. Please, because we're not following this blindly and not emotionally also getting covered up like Ali, 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 Ali. But what have the Shias also missed? where they were coming all into everything they were saying was coming into perspective for me, falling into perspective in Islam. Until I read this, the commentary of Surah Baqarah ayat 214. And what have you missed? Because against the polytheists, the verses, terrible. See, O mankind, the truth has come to you from your Lord, so whoever is guided is only guided for the benefit of his soul. And whoever goes astray only goes astray in violation against it. And I am not over you a manager. But who is the manager now? Ali, 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 who saved the believers at the time, even when Rasulullah said, when is the help of Allah? But the Shias will not put it this way. Now, that the messenger said, this missing, I caught them here, Shias also. Now, I'm sorry you may be depressed. I was depressed. I went to sleep again and again. Before that, headache, sick headache, threw up. After that, when I got a little better, I should have. Today was my rest day. I should be resting, but no. My mind started to think again on that. Give myself I was dying. I felt like. So this, right? Anyways, I had to, what was it then? I was thinking, no rest after my headache, nor call on any other than Allah. Rasulullah has called on Ali for help. Bas, then shirk ho gaya, shirk has happened. But you don't see it. Even the Shias missed this. It is like such a terrible betrayal. So we go to the Khandak, right? Now you see in Khandak, Shias, what happened through the Khandak. What happened, Shias? Is that Rasulullah, according to the Umayyad, okay, Umayyad Hadith. So don't go to Mumtahana right now. Don't give me those verses. First, see what happened here. All sides, right? You see all sides. We'll see all sides. Because you missed out there. Messenger of Allah said, when is the help of Allah? Before saying, the help of Allah is near. Reason for battle. The reason for this battle was to save Medina from attack after Banu Nazir and Banu Qurayza tribes formed an alliance with the Quraysh to attack him as revenge for expelling them. As revenge for, now they say revenge, for expelling them from Medina. During the invasion of Banu Kainuqa, an invasion of Banu Nadir. Who expelled them? Here comes Huye. What happened? Okay, here, look, background. After the migration from Makkah, the Muslims fought the Meccan Quraysh at the Battle of Badr, and you may read all this, right? As they had in the battles of Badr and Uhud, the Muslim army again used strategic methods against their opponents at Badr, the Muslims. But why in the world? You know who he expelled? The Muslim scholar Ibn Qasir states the reason why the Confederates came was that a group of the leaders of the Banu Nadir, whom the Messenger of Allah had expelled from Al-Madinah to Khaybar. You know how difficult it is to read this. Again and again, I've been getting shocks. So, Okay, embrace yourself, Shias. I'm also like, I'm shocked and depressed. Misguided people. You're emotionally being swayed. You were emotionally swayed. And then you couldn't read. You couldn't read properly. You're like, Ali, Ali, Ali. And Surah Baqarah came to you, 214, and the Ali, Ali, Ali. Emotionally swayed without reason. So embrace yourselves. Because some of you have done, I know, that, knives on the head and matam, you get, before the majlis of Ashura day, 10th Muharram ends, you start. Zanjire, zanjire, You don't let the Maulana, end the masahib. So what will happen to you? Please wait. We don't want suicides, right? So I know it's a very sensitive case, but understand that we don't want misguidance also for years and years and your generations coming ahead. We don't want that too. So please, may God give you strength. I can only pray and say that the way I have been guided away from this religion, may you also be, so that you have the strength. So we don't need I hope we don't get any heart attacks, any suicides, nothing like that. Depression might come. It came to me too. So if I'm able to, after I finish, I don't think so, maybe in another video, a live stream. Sorry, I can't make videos right now. So in a live stream, I'm much grateful to you too for the live streams, they have given us. Even though I'm not professional, nowhere near it. So what I'll do is you can read, sorry if you're Urdu speaking, if your English is good, then you can read Jiddu Krishnamurti, and you can go to Muji Baba, YouTube, it's available, his pointings, meditation, and Facebook also. It's very, very painful, I know. For some of us, it's like you were living for Ahl Bayt and Allah. And you were killed, you were persecuted by Sunni Muslims somewhere in Pakistan, some of them around the world, maybe ask questions like, why do you? And you couldn't reply. Maybe you were embarrassed to talk about Surah Baqarah, Ayat 214 with them. Or maybe Surah Tahrim against the Ummul Mu'mineen. And against the Sahabas. Well, you could give them those ayats, but they would not be convinced. In Surah Najm and Surah Takwir, your companion is not possessed. Your companion is not mad. Oh my God, so this prophet goes to Medina, then he expels the leaders of the Banu Nadir from Medina, whom the Messenger of Allah had expelled, right? So he expels them. That's why the Khandaq took place. Expelled from Al-Madinah to Khaybar, including Salam bin Abu al-Huqayq, Salam bin Mishkam, and Kinana bin al-Rabbi, went to Makkah, where they met with the leaders of Quraysh and incited them to make war against the Prophet. It was also mostly due to some Makkan hate from the disbelievers to finish off the Muslims. As the Prophet had given Makkah a new religion, Islam, and now he was giving it to Madinans, Jews. Now, I'm not relying wholly on this, but just getting inference out. So this is why this Khandak happened. And you see the many ayats like discrepancies where you are told to kill, find them, kill them, sedition. Now, now I ask you Muslims, Sunni, Shias, all of you, Wahhabis, Salafis, right? Here is the verse. Surah, where is it? Okay. Here is the verse. Or do you think that while such trial, or do you think you will enter paradise? Sorry about this this purple thing here. It's not moving. I don't know why. What's the problem here? Okay, it's not moving. This way it's giving problems. Or do you think that you will enter paradise with such trial has not yet come to you as came to those who passed on before you? They were touched by poverty and hardship and were shaken until even their messenger shaken until messenger, well, if you're saying I'm reading in brackets one, leave it. It won't make a difference. Until messenger and those who believed with him said, when is the help of Allah? First. Both of them said it. Messenger also. So what happens here? When is the help of Allah? Now, saying that unquestionably the help of Allah is near, Shias give this commentary. But before saying unquestionably the help of Allah is near, Rasulullah also said, when is the help of Allah? Meaning with the believers, also with the believers. When is the help of Allah? You know what in Islam is about doubt, having doubts. You'll say, okay, this does not come in doubt. This is not like that verse which says they have despaired of God's help and they don't even remember the Allah, the most gracious. So Allah has set a devil with them. Which ayat is that? Surah Hajj. And another ayat you can give me, Surah Hajj ayat 11. Right? And of the people is he who worships Allah on an edge. If he is touched by good, he is, this is another ayat, yeah. So look at this. And of the people is he who worships, that ayat is in Surah Zukhruf. That Allah puts a devil, keeps a devil with the one who doesn't believe in the gracious God. Sorry, so that mistake, I correct myself. Look at this ayat, yes. Surah Yunus, ayat 11. And of the people is he who worships Allah on an edge. If he is touched by good, he is assured by it. But if he is struck by trial, he turns on his face to unbelief, completely going unbelief. He has lost this world and the hereafter. That is what is the manifest loss. So you say, no, it didn't happen like that. They said, when is the help of Allah? And then they realized, Allah, unquestionably, Allah's help is near. But there was a split second in realizing unquestionably, Allah's help is near. Before that, they did say, when is the help of Allah? But they did not go into this disbelief. I agree with you. Because the ayat, yes, it's not like that. Becoming atheists. Or no, apostates. And then atheist. Like some ex-Muslims have become. So no, it wasn't like this. Yes. But there was a split second where the messenger, even along with the faithful, said, when is the help of Allah? So don't miss that out, please, because it is there, the Quran. And must use your reason and don't miss things out. Keep everything into, like the whole ayat properly into consideration, right? See, I don't miss that out. I was a Shia. It took me a lot. Conditioning is still there, emotional conditioning. Oh my God, I can't believe this. Right? Like that. And it's even worse. I mean, I don't have to say it again and again. So this ayat of Surah Yunus, verse 11. So these people go into disbelief. They're on the edge first. And of the people as you worships Allah on an edge. Right? So we are told there in Surah Baqarah 214 that the believers were tried. Do you think you will go into paradise just like that? It's not for free. But then there is someone who says, they believed. So we gave them this prophets people, we gave them happiness in the world temporarily. Also, it's temporary, but we gave them that belief, because of their belief. I think it was Hazrat Yunus. Hazrat Yunus's people. If I'm wrong, I stand corrected. There's an ayat I found, Battle of Trench. So for whatever reason, you may say, well, the reason must be that Rasulullah expelled these Jewish leaders in Medina. So if you don't, like you see, humanity was one community. That's why I was laughing at that verse. Because maybe behind it, there's a Indian song, तुम इतना क्यों मुस्कुरा रहे हो, क्या गम है जिसको छुपा रहे हो. So you see, mankind was one community until this book came and the prophets came and all this. So maybe Rasul, you see, when Makkans were there, Madinans were happy, Christians were happy. You embrace your differences, but not when this messenger, what he has done. So please have a look at it. He expelled the Jewish leaders, some of them. Rasulullah did. And for what reason? Are you going to believe when you are with him at this time? Even the big believers were like restless, saying, when is the help of Allah coming? And then who came? According to the Shia, who came to help? Ali. And even Sunni Muslim, I don't think the messenger has ever fought in a war. I'm not sure, but he's been in the wars. He's been the general, and the general doesn't fight. The army's general doesn't fight in a war. So this, I'm just going to check if something I've opened in here. Just a minute, because there's the sound coming. Sorry, excuse me. No, it's closed. Okay, sorry about this. So please look at this, right? Will you be with Rasulullah at that time? Even your Sahaba, Sunni side, even your Sahabas wouldn't fight Amr, Khandak, in the Battle of Khandak Trench. Only Ali came. So rightfully Shia's commentary, that's what we were told. Sunni side may not have, okay, I haven't checked much, but just read this part of whether Sunnis do believe, whether the Hadith Sahih Bukhari contains, tafsirs contain this, that Imam Ali came. I think a little bit on maybe Khaybar time, there are hadiths, but Khandak time, Muslim defense. So Salman Farsi gave this idea of the trench. See, it's mentioned here in Wikipedia. Yeah, here it is. The Quraysh veterans grew impatient with the deadlock. A group of militants led by Amr ibn Abd Wud, who was thought to be equal to 1,000 men in fighting, and Ikrama ibn Abi Jahl, attempted to thrust through the trench and managed to effect a crossing, occupying a marshy area near the hillock of Salah. Amr challenged the Muslims to a duel. In response, Ali ibn Abu Talib accepted the challenge and was sent by Muhammad to fight. As Ali went to fight Amr ibn Abd Wud, now comes my Shia conditioning. Oh my God, I can't believe myself. Muhammad said about Ali, reason goes, flies, gone over my cuckoo's nest. You know, I'm feeling a little like, yeah, Imam Ali, that prejudice, that bias is there. He is the embodiment of all faith. Who is going to encounter with the embodiment of all unbelief? Muhammad said, Prophet Muhammad said, given in Wikipedia. Both the fighters got lost in the dust. Okay, I don't want to read all this fighting thing. And you know, I think Amr was he or in Khaybar maybe, Abu Talib's, Imam Ali's father's friend. So, Ikrama ibn Abi Jahl, and Amr was like 1,000, equal to, who was thought to be equal to 1,000 men in fighting. And Imam Ali gave him a blow, decisive. Slogan, Allahu Akbar, God. So comes, La Fatah illa Ali, La Saif illa Zulfiqar. काम आया जब कभी भी मुश्किल, वहाँ यहाँ से यानी रसूलुल्लाह ने पुकारा और यहाँ ज़बान चली रसूलुल्लाह की, वहाँ अली आया. All this for what? Surah Baqarah ayat 214. But you see, somehow, I don't know why I was thinking, I thought about, contemplated that maybe the Shias, even religious scholars, translators and commentators, not the translators of the Quran ayat, but the commentators under that Quran ayat, they won't give that to Rasulullah, also said, because they're embarrassed. They're embarrassed or something. They would not write it down. They would not print it, that Rasulullah said. They just against the Muslim, they said. But against Rasulullah, they didn't. So, okay, all this, what does it make? What? Allah's help. Like, you know, there we are told the weather came, storm came, and another thing. Yeah, that was after this, but a weather storm came, and but you know, that Allah's help, before Allah's help, that help, a weather thing. Here, Imam Ali defeated Amr ibn Abd Wud single-handedly, without anyone's help. Any Muslim there You see this? And then some storm came, and then Allah's help came, and all the storm came. But when Muhammad's, Rasulullah's, Prophet Muhammad's one child died, and when it was an eclipse, he said, no, don't look at this. This is not the sign of Allah that because my son, infant son has died. And all this. Anyways, now Allah's help comes later on. Muslims, about the storm thing that wrecked many of their crops and things. Madinans. See, even the believers now in the Surah Al-Ahzab, food was running short. Quran describes the situation in Surah Al-Ahzab. Remember when they came at you from east and west, when your eyes grew wild in horror and your hearts jumped into your throats, and you entertained conflicting thoughts about Allah. Then and there the believers were put to the test and were violently shaken. And remember when the hypocrites and those with sickness in their hearts said, Allah and His Messenger have promised us nothing but delusion. And remember when a group of them said, O people of Yathrib, there is no point in you staying here, so retreat. Another group of them asked the Prophet's permission to leave, saying our homes are vulnerable, while in fact they were not vulnerable. They only wished to flee. Now tell me, which one of them attacked Prophet, took captives Prophet Muhammad's, who even touched Bibi Fatima Zahra? But you know who he has touched? Prophet Muhammad. Huyay's daughter, Banu Qurayza, or Banu Nadir's head chieftain's daughter, Jawaria. Huh? They didn't even touch his grandsons. Yazid did this, Yazid's army did this, and here he's been sleeping around and marrying captives and chieftains' daughters, beautiful, and we just let this slip away from us. Right underneath our noses, it's written, what your right hands possess. Make captives, women captives, he's made. Another point to be noted, right? Rasulullah. Did we ever hear the Makkans touch Bibi Fatima Zahra? Or the Madinans? Or even Hassan Hussein, he loved so much, he used to kiss them and be so affectionate. He called them the youths of paradise, Hassan and Hussein. None of the children they touched. While he's going on doing God knows what things, taking spoils of war from them, winning the wars, and we think, Allah ka miracle hai, God's miracle. Ali came, Ali conquered, Ali came, Ali conquered, Ali killed. Had the city been sacked from all sides, they had been asked to abandon faith, they would have done so with little hesitation. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, yes. Because we are told Rasulullah, once the Makkans expelled him into a cave, they went, excommunicate him. But they didn't lose faith. Rasulullah didn't lose faith in Allah. But had their city been sacked from all sides, they had been asked to abandon faith. Ask yourselves, how many of you Muslims would be, you want to live in the cave now? Get excommunicated? How many of you? You want to leave your houses, your palaces? God forbid. You know, this, we are told there's a, like, let's say America comes after us. And excuse me, I'm not, so that's why I'm saying, see, read Jiddu Krishnamurti, there's no hero worship in that. He just points at the truth. And for you to observe and change your minds on how to, do not judge right, wrong, just observe. Just observe in yourselves also. Don't be hard on yourselves. But you say, no, 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 we want the test. We want to struggle. This is our jihads against our ego, against our nafs. So is your nafs shaitan? No, no. This world is shaitan. So did God make this world on haqq or on shaitan? On lie, on a lie? Tell me. No, no, but he made this world as a test for us. Shaitan is everywhere, even in your souls. Then why do you pray in your kunut, namaz, salah? Oh Allah, grant me a beautiful life in this world and in the hereafter, and keep me away from the fire of hell. Okay, but keep me away from the fire. So, good life in this world, beautiful life, hasanatan, wa fil akhirati hasanatan, wa qina azabun nar. Okay, but here and there. Quran ayat hai. It's a Quran ayat. Which surah is it in? I keep forgetting. They are totally unwilling to assist you when danger comes. You see them it's all really, and now it is too much for me to read. When the believers saw the enemy alliance, they said, this is what Allah and His Messenger had promised us. The promise of Allah and His Messenger has come true. Only one believer, which is the chief of the believers, Ali. And this only increased them in faith and submission. Because he had the strength to conquer Amr, who could fight 1,000 warriors and kill them. He was equal to 1,000. What happened there? I don't know. Don't ask me. Maybe I was thinking maybe Ali, his father's friend, Amr gave in, morale gone, and they weren't having food. Or I don't know what happened there, really. But I can't believe in the Sunni Shia sources altogether. I have to seep through, read between the lines, draw inferences in the commentary section. So that's why I stuck to the Quran ayats mostly, but where it's absolutely necessary, I had to take recourse to the Sunni Shia sources. So sorry, Quran only people. But you also not to be biased, because you wouldn't know, but the messenger, I can tell you, the messenger said, before saying, unquestionably the help of Allah is near. Before that he said what? When is Allah's help? Right? He also said it with the believers. Your messenger. So if you're wondering whether it was a past thing or some other messenger, you can wonder as much as you like. But if you want to be exact, well, you'll have to read the commentary section, the sources, tafsirs, the sirat of Rasulullah. You have to dig in deep. You have to go beyond the Quran. Sorry, yeah, that's what I mean. Right? You cannot be Quran only people, and then, okay, you can be Quran only people, but then don't judge the Sunni, Ahl Sunnah, because they go with the Sunnat of Rasulullah, or the Shias who go with Ahl Bayt, Imams, progeny of Rasulullah. So you have no right to judge them, since you, can you tell me what is the detail behind it? The Quran is not going to tell you what the detail behind it is in that verse, Surah Baqarah ayat 214. the messenger started to have doubts for a split second. Like, when is, because they were suffering so much, the believers, some of them. And then some of the believers with him were saying, when is the help of Allah coming? And then they unquestionably, the help of Allah is near. So you cannot, you know what I mean? Don't let me repeat myself. Because so many years, Sunni Shia conflict hasn't been resolved. And now we have Quran only people also. And so many differences, so many differences. Some say, don't go to the grave, don't cry on someone's grave, don't cry on your relative's grave, don't go crying, be happy, this, that, it's haram, haram, haram. All this going on. So many other things like that. What else would I have missed for this point, for this topic? And stick to the topic, but like differences coming. So anyhow, this Ali's victory against 1,000, against their Amr ibn Abd, who was thought to be equal to 1,000 men in fighting. Allah, pata nahi kya ho gaya inka? What happened to them? So do you think? Okay, so Shias, do you think that he should go to Medina and expel these people? Would you even believe in this messenger when you were with him at that time? Or would you wait until Imam Hussein comes and, the oppressed Hussein and Imam Zain al-Abidin? So, and please don't tell me that, I am, but you don't know how much I am. Of course, I do realize, but I realize more than that. That I have compassion, I have care for my Shias. Some of you could go into, now, don't jump out, like, if you're living in a building, oh my God, I'm betrayed. Don't commit suicide, please. Sometimes the pain is a lot, you want to die. So for that, I hope I'm here. You are not alone. You want to die. Like your whole being gets, already I have pain. That's another pain. But with this comes this pain. I just am like depressed and I want to sleep. I lose appetite. I just want to kill myself. But then you know what gives me that courage? Truth and the future generation. Even today's children, people come to the path where there was one community. Maybe hope comes. Yeah, hope is not like when I was restless to see my loved one. Leaning on hope was terrible because every other day she wasn't coming back, my teacher, whom I adored. So, but this hope that will save people, and I'm saying the truth. And if I avoid this, if you avoid this, the pain could get worse. So don't avoid it. Okay, I hope you look at it. You make my escape is that if you feel like defer it, and just sorry, some of you have to work, and some of you are very busy. You have children. You have to take care of family, this and that. Maybe you're in the hospital. Shia's working. You have patients. You can't afford this kind of contemplation and truth, because this can incapacitate you, depress you, make you want to lie in bed and go to sleep. and you wake up with this heavy feeling in your heart and sick feeling. So I would say there is something else better. Truth, to save humanity. So we were betrayed so badly, I cannot tell you. Okay, so I have a nervous breakdown right now. I'll be repeating and all this. What you can do is there are healers now online, on social media, YouTube. Take some support. Talk to someone. And yes, you have to talk about this. You can't just sit there and say, no, I'm just going to take it on my own. Okay, if you have faith in yourself, believe in yourself, then take it on your own. Whatever suits you and makes you better, feel better. If you want to be alone, be alone. And that's very courageous. But don't harm yourself, please. It's not worth it. But it does come, like, it's not worth it, but you feel like, oh my God, what have they done? And misguidance and all this. So help of Allah, and then think of those in Iran, right? Think of those in Saudi Arabia, where for apostasy, or in Pakistan, you'll get like ganged up. Think of that Christian, Bibi Asia in Pakistan. For 9 years in jail she spent. Her lawyer killed, hero worshipped, praised. Sorry, they think it's not worship, it's praise. So Pakistanis, think of the ones who have been killed on blasphemy. So yes, I still have that sacrificing, that marna, because my country is rich and is giving me. I'm much grateful. I cannot say how grateful I am. Otherwise, Pakistan, I would have been out on the streets, mad person. I would have died by now of heat, because I have very bad headaches and throwing up. I would have been gone, God knows, tarping fish out of water, and then dying, and then coming back. No, I don't want you to touch me. I don't want you to move me. What can they do with me? They would have thrown me somewhere. Just give me that. But they would say, no, we are Muslims. We cannot give you. What do you call that when you kill someone? Like hospital, the doctor does it. That word I always forget. In the hospital, you say, I choose death now. I'm in a lot of pain. So can you use that? Kill me, doctor. So in some countries it's allowed, in, I think, maybe, I don't know, but it's there. So I've forgotten the word. So I'm really sorry. Please take care of yourselves. I really care for all of you, but think of those apostates who have been killed, mistreated, family members, and all this. Okay, so there's some background sound. I need to take a break. Thank you so much, right? All right. So thank you very much, and I'll come back later.